Hello, it's Lily
and Cassidy. This is TCTC time. Welcome back. Before we start, here's a few announcements.
The last day to purchase hoodies and quarter zips is tomorrow, October 15th. All hoodies are $25, and you must have payments for the hoodie when you order.
Champion, there will be an early release dismissal tomorrow, Friday at 12. Please wait for the announcements to be released.
Lakeview, there will be an early dismissal tomorrow, Friday, October 15th at 1:40. You must have a written note turned into the dean's office prior to the release time, and you must provide your own transportation to Lakeview to attend the assembly.
The hoodies and quarter zips for sale for this year is running now until October 15th. All hoodies are $25. You must have the payment for your hoodie when you order.
And this week's teacher feature is with Mr. Liebig. Let's see what he has to say.
My name is Nick Liebig. I teach English at the TCTC. My senior classes are English 4, and my junior classes are a mix of honors and college credit plus classes. So college writing 1, and I teach a film and literature class here as well. I went to the University of Pittsburgh for my undergrad. That's where I majored in creative writing and history. After I graduated and wasted my life for a bunch of years, I decided to get a teaching certificate as well. I did that through Notre Dame College in Cleveland, not that Notre Dame. And I got my master's in English from the Youngstown State University. Why do I teach? So you're asking me, why do I teach? I think I'm actually having a hard time coming up with an answer to that question, which for me kind of implies the answer to the question. Like, I can't imagine myself doing other things, which I'll grant may be a failure of imagination, but it's something that's so kind of ingrained in me that it is what I do and am, even when I'm not teaching. Like, you should feel bad for my 2 kids. Like, I will constantly ask them, so what, who cares, why does this matter? And they're like, Dad, we're just trying to draw a picture. I don't know, some people are what they do, and I think/worry that maybe I am a teacher. How long have I been teaching? You're asking an English teacher to do math, but if I'm remembering this correctly, I started out here in a permanent sub-role in the fall of 2008, and I became a full-time teacher here the following year. So if I do the math on that one, I'm in the 10-ish plus a little bit kind of zone. And as for my favorite assignments, well, like my college writing 1, my syllabus for that, I basically, you just need something to write about, so like I focus on the thing that I love, which is like monsters, man. I love stories of the supernatural, horror, and what it means. Monsters are never just monsters. They represent things and stuff and big ideas that scare us, So like in my class, a lot of the time we read something and we say, okay, like, yeah, Bigfoot's there, but what does Bigfoot mean, right? Yeah, if you're in fiction, if you run into a monster, you should always say, like, well, what's it really represent? And if you run into a monster in real life, you should definitely run, obviously, but you don't need your English teacher to tell you that. I feel like I become a new teacher every couple of years, and the move that I'm in right now is I kind of feel like I'm doing this interview through a mask, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me getting older, but the world feels like it's more chaotic. So like me in the last couple of years, I don't know, I feel like teaching is one place, like, I'm trying to err on the side of kindness, open-mindedness, listening, and creating not a calm space, because that's impossible for me. I'm pretty high-strung. But like a place where students can be and exchange ideas and treat each other like human beings. We're all gonna fail at that. I'll fail at that, and the students will fail at that, which means that it becomes even more important at that point. So check in with me in a couple years, see if I still believe that. But that's where I'm at right now.
Our CTSO spotlight for this week is BPA. We interviewed our very own Lily Ramos about her experience this past weekend.
My name is Lily Ramos. I am a multimedia student, and our CTSO is the Business Professionals of America. And for one of the contest projects coming up, I went out to the Ohio State Reformatory to do some filming. The Ohio State Reformatory is located in Mansfield. It is about a 2-hour drive, and I was able to contact their communicator. Her name was Elena Ross, and she gave me full access to the tour route and the buildings. Ohio State Reformatory is most notably known for being the Shawshank prison because the movie The Shawshank Redemption was filmed there. It is one of the only film sets in the USA that is still completely intact. You can go and walk on the same steps that Andy walked on, and you can go and be in the same exact office that Andy was when he played the music. It was very cool to get to experience it. They have multiple items from surrounding prisons in their museum, and their cell block is the tallest cell block standing in the world. I am very lucky to be able to have gone out and done that, and then I also have access to go back whenever I need. So probably in November I will be returning because they do have the Blood Prison, which is their haunted house they do every year. So some of the tour route was closed off to the public, but it was so very cool to be able and to have that connection and that opportunity through Business Professionals of America. It's important for students to stay connected to their home schools. Dakota Talley is featured in this segment of Connected Students.
I'm Dakota Talley, and I am a trumpet in the Lakeview Band, which is in Cortland. Honestly, staying in band for the 4 years, how did I decide it? That was decided freshman year. I knew I wanted to be in all 4 years originally, but then at first I was saying I didn't want to go to TCTC, but the more I came into it sophomore year, I was thinking, yeah, this is definitely something I wanted to do. So I wanted to still make that commitment in band because I decided that way before I decided to do TCTC. How I manage my time, it's pretty here and there. It's a basis situation. It doesn't really help that I don't study for anything, but the past 2 years I've averaged a 3.9. So it's not a huge deal for me, but it saves a lot of time. So there's that. But also with the whole situation of, and our band director is probably going to kill me for saying this, I don't have my trumpet with me at home, so I don't really practice at home. But that's only because I don't really have a way of getting it back and forth to band, so I don't really practice either. So I do it. I'll practice Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at school after school, but that's all the time I really have to do it. TCTC, because they have a bus that goes from TCTC straight to Lakeview, just in case anyone has any after school stuff they have to get to, which a lot of people do. So I go from there, and then I just get picked up straight back from actual band after it's over. It's 100% more stressful because, like I said, I don't practice, so I don't memorize stuff as easy. And I only have 3 days, an hour or so, if that, to actually rehearse. Not to mention our band director has these guidelines we have to follow, like you can't have any unexcused absences, you have to have makeup work, you have to have your playoffs done. Playoffs, you just go to your section leader and you have to memorize a song and play it. That's all it is. But there's this whole list of stuff we have to follow, and it does make things a bit more, paid for it. I'm more than likely not going to get any fine arts credit for it. That doesn't matter to me. It's the experience. I love band. Honestly, it makes my life a lot easier if TCTC let us do that stuff. So I am happy about that. And it just makes decisions a lot easier because I was saying that one of the only downsides to coming to TCTC was the fact that I could not do band. But with the introduction of the after-school program stuff that we have for band, it makes that decision a lot easier because I still have that part with me.
This week, we took a peek inside the animal science classroom. Let's see what it's all about.
Good morning. I'm Mrs. Billock. I am the Animal Science, Health, and Technology Junior and Senior Program Instructor. This is my 26th year at Trumbull Career Technical Center. We have great certifications. One that's a real big one that's for all of the state schools is medical terminology, so they would be exempt out of taking medical terminology. We have OSHA, which is extremely important. We do Health Center 21, which is also a medical background certification. And we have also over at Kent State, they are exempt out of, if they're going to the veterinary technician program, they're exempt out of taking Introduction to Veterinary Science, and that's big. I'm very fortunate. I was on the advisory committee for the teacher prior to me taking over the program, and she asked if I would be interested in teaching, and I said yes, because I get to teach what I love.
Well, I think that is it for today.
We will see you again next week.